Hi, everyone. Come on in and say hi. Let me know when you're here if you're catching it on replay. Give you guys a few minutes. Get a little hand cream going. That's super, the Aquaphor. Worth it, but it takes effort to get out of that tube. Oh, good. I think you guys are finding me now. Come on and say hi. We are 1 full week into February. So far, it looks like it's going to be going just as fast as January. So come on in and say hi. We give these cards a good shuffle. See what's coming in. Hi, Lisa. Awesome. Ooh. Hi, Crystal. Hey, Isabel. Hi, Michelle. Good, you guys are finding me. Hey, Rosita. Awesome. Yay. Hope you guys are doing well. It's a Sunday night and there's no storm coming. The kids are disappointed. They were on a good no school Monday streak. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Cindy. Awesome. I'm so happy you guys are finding me. Feels like it's a little slow being pushed out, but it's all good. It's all good. Hi, Helen. All right, we got these cards, a good shuffle. I'm excited to see what's in store for this second full week in December. So we are starting, or February, we are starting from today, the 8th, through to Saturday, the 14th, with our love day. Remember, Valentine's Day is not only for romantic love, it is for all love, and you are so loved. You are so loved here in this physical form. You are so loved from the spirit realm. You are made of love. You are literally made of unconditional love. So there's lots to celebrate. We don't want to be boxed into the commercialism of what Valentine's is. We want to use this as an opportunity to spread love, give love freely, and to allow ourselves to receive it. Okay? So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. I don't know, but I'm feeling like before we're even into it here. Hi, Judy. It is, it's like a little bit like apprehension. Like I'm feeling a little anxiety building. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to see what that means, what these cards have to say as we move through this week. So let's jump right into it and see what's going on. Well, doesn't that make sense? As soon as I'm leaning into this energy, all of a sudden I have this feeling of like apprehension. Okay, and so the first card that we pulled is the 7 of Air, and it comes out with the 8 of Air. What these both cards are doing is indicating that there's a bit of unsteady energy, and this is how it's going to be. Some of you are experiencing a significant loss or a significant ending. Okay, so some of you, this is going to be very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like very much on the point of loss, right? What is loss? Loss is the ending of a person's life, a relationship, a marriage, a job, a health experience, etc. For the majority of us, for the rest of us that are not having that that actual experience, we are having this kind of like buzzing, like this is almost like my mind is racing type of energy, right? A little bit sad, a little bit anxious, a little bit, maybe you find yourself even today, right? Today and tomorrow, kind of like borrowing trouble or bracing for an argument or feeling like, you know, this energy is unsteady, okay? There is this feeling, and then it comes out with the Eight of Cups. So it says the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility of your life now. So this kind of energy can very much paralyze you, right? Like it can very much make you kind of stuck. So when we have this, especially if you are in the category of like this buzzing energy, this irritability, can't quite put our fingers on it. Maybe we're having a lot of past stuff coming up. Maybe we're having a lot of like hypothetical fights in our head, right? With people who they don't know that they are included in it. Whatever this looks like for you, there's this very much this feeling of like, stop and remove yourself. Right? And so if you're home, get out of the house. If you're at work, walk the hall, go to the bathroom. Like there's almost this need for you to stop what you're doing and remove yourself from that experience, that environment, to shift your energy. If you have the ability to move your body, do some jumping jacks, go for a walk, do a workout, physically move your body in whatever way you choose is also going to help kind of move through the staticky energy. It's interesting because this energy kind of feels similar to like when a full moon is coming in and we kind of have a lot of stuff that we need to release coming up. That's kind of the feeling that it reminds me of. Right? But it is a little antsy. It is a little anxious. Would be a wonderful time, like I said, to move your body. Wonderful time to move into your spiritual practice, your spiritual hygiene, clearing out your energy, saging your space, clearing out your energy. If you've been doing a lot of decluttering, a lot of that's like, roughing up the energy, you still have to clear it out, right? And so it is just really important that we are mindful of how we're feeling and what we're festering on, okay? Both of these cards indicate potential conflict, feeling trapped, feeling like you have no voice, feeling like you have no say. That's just not the case. And to be honest, this feels more internal than in reality. And so this could be something that you're being a bit of a dog with a bone about, but nothing comes from it because the outcome is the celebration, right? Or maybe we're anticipating the worst case scenario. Maybe we're anticipating, failing, expecting the worst, that type of thing. We do have a very positive outcome, right? And so whatever this kind of spiral energy, whatever this kerfuffle, right? This kind of, I feel like I'm all in knots, right? My mind is racing and I feel like I'm tripping over my tongue a bit and I have a bit of that anxiety. It does feel like you must take control of your experience, right? What can I do in this moment? Can I have a conversation? Can I clear my energy? Can I do a grounding? Can I get outside? Do I move my body? Did I drink my water? Right? Like there's a little laundry list that we have, a little check-in list of things that help maintain our energy. And that feels like it's really being tested, in the forefront or in the beginning of this week. Okay. There is this, okay, that's good. So we do have a lot of planning, putting into motion coming in. And again, I think with January was a little bit tricky for us because we came in with some ideas of how the year was going to go and then immediately knew that it wasn't going that way. Right? And so then we had to like reassess. And so now moving towards mid-month, we are getting balls in motion. We are getting things going. We are putting things on the calendar, booking dates, looking ahead, making commitments. This is going to be really good. Everything that's coming in with this is supporting that. It says plan carefully before taking action, but then get going, right? And so we're no longer waiting. We're no longer procrastinating. We're still tuning in, tapping in, checking to make sure it feels right for us. But it is indeed time to start making these commitments, to get this ball rolling, to start this momentum forward, okay? Finances seem to be very much in the forefront as well, right? And so we're really in 2026, really wanting to redefine our financial experience. And so there's changes that are coming in. There is plans, financial goals being set. What I love about this energy is that it's feasible, that it's within reach. And so if you have over the last 3-4 years been setting financial goals and then, coming nowhere near it, you are not alone, right? Very much the world and the energy was stacked against you. This year really supports financial reset, really supports financial growth, okay? And so making these decisions, looking very clearly at what we no longer need, right? Where is your money going? No more mindless spending. No more, oh, it's only $5 here. Use this month as a observer month and write down every penny that you spend. Grabbed a coffee on the way to work, bought, a book of tickets from your colleague for their fundraiser, got some gas on the way home, stopped at the grocery store, whatever. Just merely write it all down. Write it on a calendar where you have the whole month in one view, right? You will be amazed. You will be amazed at how much money is actually going out that we don't clock, because what are we doing? Tap, right? Or we have set up automatic payments and so it is really important for you to become aware. Remember, knowledge is power. It is not to shame you. It is not to say, oh my God, you're overspending. No wonder you're not hitting your financial goals. This is how you hit your financial goals, right? The answer is always awareness. You're looking to heal yourself. You have to open your eyes. You have to take off the blinders, right? You're wanting to manifest something, a job, the perfect job. Well, you have to go, am I doing enough? Am I qualified? What do I need to get the qualifications? What do I have the experience? How can I get the experience? You have to look at it with clear eyes. Finances is no different, right? Money is just energy. It's just energy. There's no moral compass to it. There's no, right? And so a lot of this is the learned behavior around it, no matter where you are on that spectrum, that then dictates how you feel about it, right? And so coming into this year, there's very much this feeling of taking our power back, right? We have worked so tirelessly in the hardest season of our physical life, this lifetime, right? The last 5 years, even 8 for most, excruciating. But now here you are. Right? Now here you are. Now you have the power and the confidence and the education and the knowledge and the awareness to go, all right, I got this. Let me bring this change in, right? And so be aware of the amount of money that you're spending. And then you can go, okay, where can I chisel it out? Where can I make some changes? Where can I make some cuts? What's not necessary? Bringing your awareness is almost always 90% of the work with everything. This is what I have learned over my last 15 years of my own personal healing journey. 90% of the work is becoming aware of it. Right? And so becoming aware of where your money is going and what you truly are spending is really going to give you the map of how to move forward. Okay? And so we're going to be mindful of our energy that we're giving, our time, our emotions, our money, okay? Very, very important. And that this is going to bring in the end of challenging times. There is very much this feeling, and it could very well be with the turn of the Chinese New Year, but I almost feel like there's something else on top of it, that by the end of this month, there's something significant worldwide that is alleviating a lot of this heaviness. Right? And so whether this is a life event that is going to affect the globe, or this is energetic event that's going to affect the globe, there is this lightness and this brightness that just comes in so powerfully around the 28th that is really going to change our experience moving forward. And so if you use this February as a prep month of bringing our awareness in, putting plans in motion, getting things on the calendar, figuring things out, let's continue to declutter and reorganize. It's really going to set you up for success from March to December, okay? Bringing the ends of challenging times. Things are looking up, a welcomed relief, and finding your way to a peaceful place. This is how you get there. This is how you get there, okay? And also understand that we may have all the divine knowledge, and we may have, one sec, a hole in my lip. I'm still gonna cough. We may have all of the knowledge. We may know all of the things. All the planets may be doing what they need to be doing. The moon may be doing what the moon needs to do. You still need to do what you need to do. Thank you, Marianne. She says there's a very rare lunar eclipse on February 28th. Well, there you go. Thank you. We still have to put into motion, right? You still need to do the things. You can have faith and you can manifest and you can pray, but you still need the action, right? We still need to do the things. And that is so important. And I think sometimes that gets lost in the spiritual world, where there's this misbelief that if we just sit back and we do the things, that they just show up. You still have to, or you think the things, you still have to do the things. You still have to walk your talk. You still have to move into action. You have to tell the universe that you're ready. And so putting into motion in February is setting you up for success for the rest of the year. Taking responsibility of your finances, getting very honest with yourself in all aspects of your life. Because if you have blinders to one category, there's usually other categories in your life that probably align with discomfort that we like to not deal with. Well, guess what? We cannot put it to the side anymore. If you want a different experience, this is how you get there. Okay? There's also this, there is, I don't know if I want to interpret this as a conflict. There seems to be, just angel wings in a halo. There seems to be, don't know what this is. I'm going to use conflict because I'm just falling short of other words at this moment. There is this worry or concern that you're carrying for someone else whom you love, someone that you care for, who then may be going through a challenge, whether it's a conflict, whether they're in the hot seat, whether they're paying consequences for their previous choices, whether they get themselves in some hot water. There's something that's going on there that you are wanting to make your own. Okay? That is not yours to carry. Okay? Because I'll tell you this feels like an adult, and adults are responsible for adults. If we are an adult, we are responsible for our own healing. We're responsible for our own emotional regulations. If we are triggered, it is our responsibility to move through the trigger. It is not the other person's responsibility to not trigger you, right? It's your trigger, therefore it is your responsibility. It is somebody who you're wanting to, and what's interesting is that it is not something that you have the ability to influence. Okay, Sharon. It is not your responsibility. Like, even if you did all the things, you can't fix this. This is theirs to carry. This is theirs to navigate. This is theirs to fix. My daughter's been homesick all week with a cough, and I'm telling you, if this is that, I don't think it is. I think I'm just talking too much. There is, yeah. It's like the situation is safe. I feel it. It's like I want to take this, but what's so interesting is, and I say this with love, is why are you making it about yourself? Why are you making their experience about you? This is a them thing. This is a them experience. This is not a reflection of you. Okay? And so there's very much, what I would do is deep dive into why. Why are you, what is this bringing up in you? right? So remember what we were talking about, how we are responsible for our own emotional experience. And yes, somebody else's experience can make us feel a certain way. It is our experience. It's our responsibility to move through that because we are all adults. Okay. And so what's interesting is where is this desire coming from? Is it being fed by ego? Is it being fed by shame? Is it being fed by like the addiction to the drama, right? Like what is this? We do this because it soothes us, right? And so it gives our brain some dopamine. It gives our brain some sense of pleasure, right? So just like if you were someone who watches the news, and somebody who you do not know that lives in a different part of the world than you do, and you put yourself in their shoes and then you go, oh my God, like, and you take it on as though it is your experience, you are getting something from that, right? Your brain is getting something from that it likes, or you wouldn't be doing it, right? And so remember how we were saying, oh, this month is all about taking off those blinders and getting that awareness is what do you get from this, right? Taking it on. Do you feel important? Do you feel like that's the way that you love them? You're showing love, you're showing care, which is often what I hear from a parent, adult, child relationship. And then my challenge would be, are you helping? Is it helping? You losing sleep and staying up all night and trying to convince them to do what you want them to do. Is it helping? Does it work? Most times it doesn't, right? If you're watching someone who is sick and you're just sick about it and you're taking it on as though you're having that experience, is it helping? Is it making them not sick? Is it making, like, what? The answer is no, it doesn't help. All it does is take your good energy away, right? And so there's other ways that we can do. May not be what we're used to, may not be what is familiar, it may not be what we want to do. But if you truly care for someone and you truly want to be helpful, then you want to do what they need. It's like if somebody is saying, I need a fork, and you're like, here's a spoon, right? It's like, I don't need a spoon, I need a fork. So are you looking to help them and soothe them, or are you looking to help you and soothe you? Right? And so this is where this clarity needs to come in. And I think that this is what's coming up, because this experience around this adult, it's fine. It's going to work out. They're going to navigate it because they are adults, right? And they get to have life struggles and they get to figure it out the hard way too, just like we do, right? And so there is this very much this need for us to take a step back and go, why am I doing what I'm doing? What is this stroking for me? What is this, it's making me feel good, or I wouldn't be doing it, right? We run like hell from anything that's uncomfortable. So what am I getting from it? And okay, is it actually working? If the answer is no, well, how can I get this feeling of helping with actual help, right? What can I do? And so there's very much this need for this self-regulation and this self-reflection coming in this week as well. That is going to be a very wonderful, listen, that is one of the best things that you can do in this lifetime, is having that level of self-reflection without judgment, right? It's not going, oh, you were wasting your time and energy. Well, you've been doing this for 30 years. That's not what we're doing. We're saying, whoa, this familiar behavior or this familiar habit isn't serving me. It's not serving them. So I'm going to no longer continue it, because recognizing it and then choosing to continue it, even though it's either harmful to you or to them, or at least wasteful energetically, it makes more sense than to just continue wasting time and energy, right? And so having this level of reflection, in this case, in all parts of your life, in what am I is what I am doing helpful? Is what I am doing moving me towards my goal? What is my goal? Is my goal happiness? Is my goal health? Is my goal financial security? What is my goal? Is what I am doing helping, right? Is what I'm doing moving me towards that? And I think that's going to be very, very helpful. Okay. You can take the bones of that lesson that Spirit brought through and just pretty much apply to all aspects of your life, which is just, it's just amazing. This week may be a little tricky for relationships across the board, okay? For a few reasons. I do find the energy a little bit bumpy this week. It starts off more bumpy and then it more balances out as we move through the week. But there's a lot of ego coming up this week. There's a lot of unhealed trauma coming up this week. There's a lot of I guess inner child, because there's this feeling of setting myself up or setting up others to fail, right? And so, you know, your partner's not going to do enough this week. Your friends don't call enough. Your family members aren't supporting enough. Your colleagues aren't working hard enough. There's very much you are looking for something that is feeding the inner narrative that I am not enough. I don't have enough. I'm not loved. I'm not lovable. I'm forgotten. I'm not important. Very well could be triggered from the Valentine's Day, right? That's coming in on Saturday. But if we rewire the belief around Valentine's Day is to support love. You are literally made of love. You are literally made of unconditional love. Our souls are unconditional love, right? There's so much love in your life. And if you're feeling like we're a little bit scarcity, a little bit stingy with that love, well, then go out and shower it. Give it away. And you will get it tenfold and you will feel so abundant in that. That may look like getting up and going to the shops and just sprinkling some compliments. Oh my God, I love your shirt. Oh my God, I love your boots. Or, oh my God, your hair looks so good. Go and sprinkle some joy. Go and give some love, right? And watch how that feeling comes back to you tenfold. Do not set yourself up to fit a narrative that feels a little bit like poor me, a little bit like woe is me, and very much false. Because if you were unlovable, I'd be having a different conversation with you. But guess what? You're not. You are so lovable and you have so much love and beauty in this life. And so it is your choice to see it or not see it. Right? And if not seeing it is fitting this little narrative that's being riled up in you this week, then that's all that you're going to see. You have the power to change that narrative. You have the power to stop it and to rewrite and go, that's not true. That's not true. Because like I said, what did I say earlier in the video? The energy's a little funky this week. It's kind of clearing up. If you've been doing a lot of purging, you're doing a lot of clearing up, a lot of ruffled up energy. Make sure we're clearing that out, cleansing our space, grounding your energy, changing habits. Very much important. Your brain may be telling you one thing, but you don't have to believe it. Okay, you don't have to believe it. They're the High Priestess card. And so it's all about going within. Checking within, reflection, bring your awareness within. Very much how you're going to get through everything that comes up this week, okay? It does feel like your internal self is on a little bit of a rampage. And it's very much in, a challenging conflict way with yourself. So there is a lot of inner stuff that's happening, right? And so I think that this is really important. And what did we say earlier is when we're in our head, get the beep outside. Stop what you're doing and move that body. Exercise, get out of the house, get out of your office, go for a walk, change your energy. You will lose hours in your head going over and over and over in conflict, right? Creating all of these mountains out of molehills. And so the best thing that you can do is get out of Dodge, change out that energy. And then when you come back, clear it. Burn your white sage, put envision in white light, open your windows, whatever you like to do the most to change out the energy is the best thing that you can do. And so this week, it seems like there's a lot of opportunity for overthinking. There is definitely potential for blowing shit up. Blowing things out of proportion is what I mean. Which is also giving you a lot of opportunity to bring in your self-awareness, to take responsibility for the parts that you play, and for you to change the narrative for yourself. Because when you change your mind, you change your life, okay? And that is going to fuel you and feed you throughout this entire year. So take this week and work on that. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Sunday.